Have you ever stopped to ask yourself why your home, your personal sanctuary, sometimes feels more like a storage unit than a place of comfort? Picture this. After a long day, instead of experiencing that warm embrace of relaxation, you find yourself navigating through a maze of unused furniture, long-forgotten mementos, and piles of clutter that seem to whisper reminders of the past. Today, I invite you to join me on an eye-opening journey that goes beyond simply tidying up. We're talking about a full-scale transformation of your living space, a transformation that will make you feel lighter, more at ease, and entirely in control of your environment. Before you hit that big milestone of 70, there are 6 key areas in your home that, if left unchecked, can drain not only your space, but also your energy and peace of mind. In this video, we're diving into exactly which household items are weighing you down and how letting them go isn't a loss at all. It's a bold step toward the freedom you deserve. So grab a comfortable seat, maybe a cup of your favorite beverage, and let's explore together how to create a home that truly mirrors the vibrant, uncluttered life you aspire to live. And hey, if you find any of these insights resonate with you, don't forget to interact in the comments below. I'd love to know which point hits home the hardest, and if you're new here, consider subscribing and turning on notifications. Now, let's jump right in. 1. Out with the old, rethinking furniture that holds you back. Our living spaces often become inadvertent museums of outdated furniture, pieces that once had a purpose, but now only crowd our rooms and weigh us down. Over the years, you might have gathered extra chairs, oversized tables, or those once cherished cabinets that now seem more like obstacles than assets. Imagine the discomfort of navigating through a room where every step is met with the reminder of what used to be. Take the example of Frank, a 74-year-old gentleman whose home once exuded charm thanks to a collection of heirlooms and well-loved pieces. Over time, however, Frank's house transformed into a storage space for relics of bygone eras. The heavy, cumbersome recliner in the corner, a dining table once meant for grand family gatherings, and a dresser with sticky, unreliable drawers were no longer enhancing his daily life. It was a casual comment from his daughter about the excessive number of chairs in the living room that sparked a revelation. His home was filled with more if-onlys than room to truly live. Frank embarked on a mission to reassess every piece of furniture. With a clear goal in mind, he started with the room that bothered him the most. That old, wobbly chair? Gone. The coffee table that created a bottleneck in the living area? Out the door. With each piece removed, a sense of lightness took over, and Frank rediscovered the joy of an uncluttered, navigable home. His story reminds us that furniture should serve us, not suffocate our living spaces. When you're next faced with that bulky armchair or an oversized dining table that hasn't seen a real gathering in years, pause and ask yourself, when was the last time I actually used this? If you're forced to think hard before you can even recall its purpose, then it might be time to part ways. Clearing out unused furniture not only creates physical space, but also paves the way for a more stress-free, accessible environment. A home that supports your daily activities rather than hinders them. Imagine walking into your living room and feeling an immediate sense of openness, where every piece of furniture enhances rather than detracts from the flow of life. This isn't about minimalism for the sake of it. It's about making intentional choices that bring clarity and ease into your daily routine. And as you work through these decisions, remember, every item you let go of is a step toward a home that's as inviting as it is functional. 2. Reawakening your wardrobe, letting go of clothes that no longer define you. Clothes tell a story, your story. Yet as the years roll by, your wardrobe can quickly turn into a repository for items that no longer resonate with who you are today. Think about those suits, dresses, or even casual t-shirts that have been hanging in your closet for ages, relics of a past version of yourself that no longer fits into your current lifestyle. Linda's journey is a poignant reminder of how our closets can trap us in outdated memories. At 72, Linda found herself overwhelmed by a wardrobe that boasted an eclectic mix of fashions from decades past. Elegant dresses from the 80s, impractical jackets, and even a few statement pieces that were more decorative than wearable. Each morning she stood before a sea of fabric and felt paralyzed by the sheer number of options, a daunting ritual that only added to her stress. One day, tired of the daily battle, Linda decided to do something radical. She emptied her entire closet. Out came every single item, laid out on her bed like a mosaic of her past. As she sifted through each piece, she created 3 distinct piles. One for the clothes that genuinely made her feel alive and confident. One for items that were no longer a good fit or didn't reflect her style. And one for those pieces that she was holding on to just in case. The process was emotional and yet liberating. With each garment she let go, Linda felt an unexpected sense of relief. By streamlining her wardrobe, she discovered not only a simpler morning routine, but also a newfound clarity about who she was now. Gone were the days of sifting through decades-old fabrics to find something suitable. What remained was a collection that resonated with her present self. And here's an interesting thought, that unwanted clothing could spark joy in someone else's life if donated, rather than just collecting dust. So the next time you stand before your closet, take a moment to consider, do these clothes still serve you? Are they a celebration of your current journey, or merely artifacts of a past that no longer fits? Embracing a wardrobe that truly reflects you can transform not only your style, but also your outlook on life. By letting go of the pieces that don't matter anymore, you create space for clothes and memories that inspire confidence and ease every single day. 3. Prioritizing safety, expired medications, and neglected toiletries. Now, let's shift our focus to a corner of our homes that often goes unnoticed until it poses a problem: the medicine cabinet and bathroom drawers. Over the years, these spaces can become a catch-all for expired medications, half-used prescriptions, and toiletries that were once promising but have long lost their potency. What might seem like a harmless habit can quickly turn into a safety hazard. Consider Robert's eye-opening experience. At 75, Robert prided himself on keeping his home in perfect order. However, during a routine search for a simple bandage, he discovered that his medicine cabinet was brimming with outdated pills, creams that had lost their effectiveness, and skincare products that had long passed their prime. The realization hit him hard. By holding on to these items, just in case, he was not only contributing to the clutter, but also risking his health. Medications by nature have expiration dates for very good reasons. Over time, their chemical compositions change, rendering them less effective or even potentially harmful. The same applies to toiletries. Old lotions, sunscreens, and perfumes can become more of a liability than a help. Robert's decision to overhaul his bathroom storage wasn't just about tidiness, it was about ensuring his safety and well-being. As you examine your own medicine cabinet, take a few moments to inspect every item. Check the expiration dates, assess whether the products are still in good condition, and decide which items truly need to be kept. The ones that have outlived their usefulness? It's time to dispose of them properly. Not only will this process free up space, but it will also ensure that everything you use is safe and effective. In doing so, you're not just decluttering, you're taking proactive steps to protect your health. 4. Conquering the paper mountain, organizing documents and mail. If there's one area where clutter can silently accumulate without us even noticing, it's in the form of papers. From outdated bills and receipts to forgotten manuals and stacks of mail, paper clutter is a pervasive problem that can quickly become overwhelming. But here's a thought. Every piece of paper you no longer need is a weight off your shoulders, both literally and mentally. Barbara's story offers a compelling example of this challenge. At 73, Barbara's filing cabinet was a testament to years gone by. Utility bills, tax returns, receipts, and insurance documents were stored away in a chaotic jumble. One day, while desperately searching for an important document, she became acutely aware of the stress and disorganization that these piles of paper were causing. The clutter wasn't just physical, it was a constant source of anxiety and distraction. Determined to reclaim control, Barbara decided to tackle her paper clutter head-on. She began by sorting through every piece of paper, categorizing them into files that were essential, like legal, financial, and medical documents, and those that were outdated or unnecessary. In today's digital age, many important records can be scanned and stored securely online, making physical copies less crucial than they once were. As she cleared away the old, Barbara felt an incredible sense of liberation. No longer was she bogged down by the mental clutter of endless paperwork. Instead, she found clarity and focus in an organized space. If you're drowning in a sea of documents and unopened mail, consider dedicating an afternoon to sorting through it all. Create a system that works for you, one that ensures that only what's necessary is kept, while the rest is recycled or digitized. This isn't just about tidying up your physical space. It's about creating a mental environment that supports productivity and peace. And as you organize your paperwork, you might even rediscover memories, forgotten receipts of cherished moments, and ultimately gain a renewed sense of order and purpose. 5. Mastering the heart of the home. Decluttering your kitchen. The kitchen is often described as the heart of the home, a place where meals are made, stories are shared, and memories are crafted. Yet it can also become one of the most cluttered spaces if we're not careful. Cabinets overflowing with mismatched containers, drawers crammed with utensils that seem to multiply over time, and appliances that have lost their luster can all transform your kitchen from a functional space into a chaotic battleground. George's experience is a vivid reminder of how kitchen clutter can disrupt daily life. At 76, George's kitchen had gradually morphed into a repository for gadgets and cookware he rarely, if ever, used. There were blenders that sat silently, food processors gathering dust, and a collection of utensils that, frankly, he couldn't even remember acquiring. Every time he prepared a meal, the clutter made it increasingly difficult to find what he needed. The turning point came on an ordinary day when, while searching for a pan, George inadvertently toppled a stack of unused baking sheets. That minor accident became the catalyst for a major change. With a deep breath and a renewed sense of determination, George decided to reclaim his kitchen, one drawer at a time. He methodically went through every cabinet, questioning the necessity of each item. "Do I really use this?" became his mantra. Items that had outlived their usefulness, duplicate utensils, expired spices, and those seldom used small appliances, were removed without hesitation. In their place, George restored order and functionality. The kitchen transformed into a space that not only looked cleaner, but also supported his passion for cooking. Meals became a joy once again, and even the act of cleaning up was far less stressful. Your kitchen should be a place of creativity and nourishment, not a source of daily frustration. Take a moment to inspect your space, open your cabinets and drawers, and be honest about what you truly need. Simplify your collection, and you'll find that the process of cooking and cleaning becomes significantly more enjoyable. A clutter-free kitchen isn't just aesthetically pleasing, it's a key ingredient in a smoother, more fulfilling daily routine. Navigating the emotional labyrinth, sentimental items and their true value. Perhaps the most challenging area of decluttering is the realm of sentimental items. These are the objects that carry deep emotional weight: old letters, keepsakes, souvenirs from travels, and gifts that hold special memories. It's completely natural to hold on to these treasures, as they remind us of the people, moments, and experiences that have shaped our lives. However, over time, the accumulation of sentimental clutter can become overwhelming, overshadowing the positive memories with a sense of burden. Consider Helen's deeply personal journey with sentimental clutter. At 78, Helen found herself surrounded by boxes of memorabilia that she'd collected over decades. There were letters from loved ones who were no longer with her, small trinkets from past adventures, and various keepsakes that had once sparked joy. But as she moved into a cozier, more manageable home, the sheer volume of these items began to weigh her down. The thought of letting go was heartbreaking, almost as if she was erasing parts of her history. Yet Helen made a courageous choice. Instead of trying to preserve every single piece, she decided to be selective. She dedicated time to sift through her collection, keeping only those items that truly encapsulated her happiest memories. A beautifully bound wedding album, a few heartfelt letters, and a small box of souvenirs that consistently brought a smile to her face were all given a special place. For the rest, Helen found a creative solution. She documented them with photographs. In doing so, she preserved the memories without physically holding on to everything. This isn't about discarding your past. It's about honoring it in a way that enriches your present. When you let go of sentimental clutter, you make space for new experiences and fresh memories. Ask yourself, which of these items bring genuine joy? Which ones do I reach for frequently? And which have become mere relics of a time long past? By answering these questions honestly, you can curate a collection that truly reflects the meaningful moments of your life, rather than a hoard of forgotten relics. And remember, it's perfectly okay to take your time with this process. Emotional decluttering isn't something you rush. It's a journey of reconnecting with your past in a way that empowers you to live fully in the present. 7. Practical tips and psychological boosters for decluttering. Now that we've explored these 6 major areas of household clutter, let's take a moment to talk about some practical strategies that can make your decluttering journey even more effective. Decluttering isn't just about physical items. It's a holistic process that can transform your mindset and ultimately boost your overall well-being. Set clear goals. Begin by setting clear, realistic goals for what you want to achieve. Whether it's creating more space, reducing stress, or simply refreshing your living environment, knowing your why can help keep you motivated throughout the process. Create a schedule. Break down your decluttering journey into manageable chunks. Perhaps designate one room or even one section of a room per week. This approach prevents you from feeling overwhelmed and allows you to celebrate small victories along the way. Involve your loved ones. Sometimes, having a second pair of eyes can be incredibly helpful. Invite a friend or family member to assist you. Not only can they offer a fresh perspective on what to keep or toss, but their company can also turn the process into a bonding experience. Adopt the one-in, one-out rule. Once you've successfully decluttered, consider implementing a maintenance rule. For every new item you bring into your home, let go of an old one. This simple rule can help prevent clutter from accumulating again in the future. Document your journey. Keep a journal or take photos before and after each decluttering session. Documenting your progress not only serves as a visual reminder of your achievements, but also provides motivation on days when the process feels particularly challenging. Practice mindful reflection. Decluttering isn't just a physical task, it's an emotional journey as well. Take time to reflect on the items you're letting go of. Understand that each object has served its purpose, and now it's time to embrace a simpler, more intentional way of living. Reward yourself. Celebrate your milestones. Whether it's treating yourself to a special meal or simply enjoying the newfound space, recognize that each step you take toward a decluttered home is a step toward a happier, more balanced life. Final thoughts: your path to a clutter-free life. As we bring this video to a close, I want you to reflect on the 6 major areas we've explored today: outdated furniture, a mismatched wardrobe, expired medications and neglected toiletries, overwhelming paper clutter, a chaotic kitchen, and the emotionally charged world of sentimental items. Each of these represents not just physical clutter, but mental and emotional baggage that can impede your ability to live fully and freely. Decluttering is not a one-time event, it's a lifestyle choice, a commitment to nurturing a space that supports your well-being and reflects the true you. By taking control of your environment, you're not just creating room in your home, you're carving out space for joy, creativity, and peace. Every item you let go of isn't a loss. It's an investment in a future where you can move freely, think clearly, and live vibrantly. Imagine waking up every day in a home that feels open and inviting. Picture a living room where the absence of clutter enhances the beauty of every corner, a kitchen where cooking becomes a joyful expression of creativity, and a bedroom that serves as a true sanctuary of rest. That vision is within your reach, and it starts with the choices you make today. I'd love to hear from you. What resonated with you the most in today's journey? Which area of your home are you most excited to transform? Drop a comment below with your thoughts or even your own success stories. Let's build a community where we support each other in creating homes that are not just spaces, but reflections of our best selves. If you found these insights valuable, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with anyone who might benefit from a little extra inspiration in their life. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a new episode packed with practical tips and heartfelt stories on living a simpler, more intentional life. Thank you for joining me on this transformative journey today. Remember, every small step toward decluttering is a giant leap toward a life of freedom, clarity, and joy. Until next time, keep embracing change. Keep letting go of what no longer serves you, and let your home be the true haven that reflects the beautiful life you're creating.